Well, thank you for being here today. We're so excited to announce that we'll be having 2 Richmond games here at Blunston Arena. One in 2026 and 1 game in 2027. It's so important that we have AFL content here in southern Tasmania. And we know that events, particularly in the shoulder season, are so important to Tasmania. They drive our visitor economy, and we know that with almost 100,000 Richmond fans, we'll be getting people on planes here at the game. And that's so important because we know that people will come, they'll stay an extra couple of days, and they'll disperse into our regions and experience our wonderful Tasmanian produce, our parks, our walks, and everything that Tasmania has to offer. So we're so excited about these 2 games that we'll be having here in southern Tasmania.
Can you tell us a bit about the negotiations with Richmond, and did you try for more games rather than the 2 over the 2 years?
No, look, we're really happy to have 1 game in 26 and 1 game in 27, and we know how important it is to have content in southern Tasmania until we have our very own Tasmanian Devils team playing here in Tasmania. So we are so proud to have Richmond come here and play in Tasmania.
Do you think it's enough to build up the momentum though, just having 1 game?
Well, look, absolutely, and let's not forget that we have our games in northern Tasmania as well, with Hawthorn, with 4 games as well playing up at UTAS Stadium. So it's really important that we have some content for southern Tasmanian footy fans.
Are you in talks with any other clubs about playing that extra game to fill the void North Melbourne's?
We are absolutely rapt to have a team of Richmond, the calibre of Richmond, playing here. We know that Richmond, the Richmond supporters are loud, proud and passionate, and there are many here in Tasmania, and we can't wait to have a game here.
But are you in talks with any other clubs to fill that extra game?
As I said, we are proud to have Richmond playing here in 26-27, and we're proud to have Hawthorn playing up at UTAS Stadium.
But is there talks with other clubs though, Minister?
As I said, we are very happy with the content that we have secured.
That's not answering the question though. Is there talks with other clubs going on?
We are very happy to have Richmond playing here and the content that we have secured for southern Tasmania.
So we can say that there will just be 1 match in Hobart?
We will have 1 game in Hobart in 26 and 1 game in 27.
Thanks, Brad.
How much is the Tasmanian government paying to get these games per year?
The Tasmanian government are paying $1 million for a game in 26 and an additional $1 million in 27.
Do you think that's a good investment for our economy?
It's an absolutely great investment for the Tasmanian economy. We know how well the Hawthorn games are attended in Launceston, and we know that those people come to Tasmania, they get out into our regions, and they're so important to our visitor economy. And we know that there's a 5-to-1 return on investment with the Hawthorn games, and we're hoping for something similar here. I'll pass you on to Shane. Or to Sam, or to Nick. Nick.
Okay. Thank you.
You're right.
Thank you, Minister. And can I say what a great pleasure it is to be here with Shane and Sam and the Minister, and of course Stadiums Tas, wherever you are, James, for the work that you've been doing. But look, a really exciting day for the Tasmanian sporting landscape. The Mighty Tigers signing up for the next 2 years, and I'm reliably informed that the 2 biggest football crowds that have ever been hosted at this venue have both featured the Richmond Footy Club. So it's going to be a big couple of years coming up for Ninja Stadium and Richmond, because we know Richmond is a big brand here in Tasmania. So we're thrilled to have this announcement. Obviously, we know how important it is as we build up to the Tassie Devils coming online in 2028, that we continue to provide content, and obviously in the north, that's by way of the Hawthorn deal, which has got another 2 years to run, and we're really pleased through the work of Stadiums Tasmania and its content strategy to have this deal inked with Richmond, and look forward to seeing the fixture coming out in coming days and knowing who they'll be playing, because we see such good return on our investment for these types of events. As the Minister Minister was saying, these events typically return some 5 to 1 in terms of government investment, and we know that given there has been a 25-year history of Hawthorn playing in Launceston, so we have really good data on what a good investment these games are. And of course, for Tasmanian footy fans and Tasmanian kids who want to see the game played at the highest level, this is important that we continue to have games across the state. So really excited about today's announcement, and thank the Richmond Football Club for their patience and working with us on this one, and also, as I mentioned, Stadiums Tas for getting the job done.
Were we at risk of not having any AFL content in Hobart the next couple of years?
Look, this is one of those things. There's been conversations ongoing for a period of time, but obviously when it comes down to the detail and finding the money to support it, those are always ongoing conversations. But no, we were always very committed to the fact of needing to provide AFL content in Hobart in the lead up to the Devils.
And do you share the same thoughts as Minister Howlett, that it'll just be Richmond playing here over the next couple of years, no other clubs? Look,
as I say, Stadiums Tasmania has been working on a content strategy to look at content across the state in all of our venues, so I wouldn't be putting a line through anything. I think the AFL fixture will be released in coming days for next year, so it's probably unlikely to have a second game or a third game here next year, but 2027 is certainly not out of the question.
Just on form, are you still wanting Hawthorn to play beyond 2018 Launceston as a government?
Look, I think in 2028, the thing that I'm most excited about is the Tasmania Devils Football Club coming into the AFL. That's where our focus will be, and my focus as Sports Minister. So Hawthorn up till 2027, then I think we'll see the landscape in Tasmania change pretty substantially. Thanks. And with that, Shane.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to Minister Howlett and Mr Duigan for the opportunity to bring Richmond here to Tasmania. It's an exciting day for the club. We've got a long, proud history here in Tasmania. Some of our greatest players of all time have come from Tasmania. Jack Riewoldt, Matthew Richardson, Royce Hart, Ian Stewart, to name just a few, and our current players led by Captain Toby Nankervis, Seth Campbell, Ryan Mansell and Sam Banks, who's here with us this morning. So we're very excited to be down here. Also a huge thank you to Premier Rockcliffe, who I know is equally excited about the game, and to Deputy Premier Guy Barnett, who I've been feverishly texting over the last few days, who's a very proud and passionate Richmond fan. He's delighted to have the game here. And as Mr Duigan said to James Avery and the team here at Stadiums Tasmania, thank you for putting the deal together, and we're excited to be here. We know the Richmond family, the Tiger Army, do travel. They're a big supporter base, and we're really confident we'll fill this stadium over 26 and 2027.
Can you take us behind the curtain, mate, about the negotiations? Did you consider more than one game? It was rumoured to be two there for a little while.
Yeah, so we've been in discussions for quite some time. I think it was first discussed over 12 months ago that there was a possibility that could happen. But for us, it was only ever one game. There was a lot of things we needed to consider as a club and need to make sense for a whole range of scenarios, not just our fans that are here, our fans in Melbourne. We need to make sure that they're looked after as well. And pleasingly, they'll have 10 games at the MCG and a replacement game. So they'll get 11 games at home and be able to travel down here for the weekend as well. So it was only ever one game for us. And it needs to make sense also for our football department, and gives them an opportunity to travel together as a team, which is a really important thing for a young developing list.
Is it quite a task actually getting people to travel interstate, especially to Tasmania?
It's not for our fans and members and our team. We'll play anywhere at any time. We're used to travelling as a squad and a team, and it's a really important thing for us to learn, and a skill for us to develop as we develop our list. But our fans travel wherever we go. We see big support right around the country. Even the game here in round 24, I think we had about 50% of the crowd, so we're confident that as the home team, it'll be a yellow and black sellout here.
So you've still got one home game at Marvel too?
It's unlikely that there'll be a game at Marvel. We're confident it'll be 10 games in the MCG, plus an 11th replacement game for our members as well.
And Brisbane sounds like you're playing Brisbane. Is that something you guys wanted to play the Lions, or is that something AFL's locks in? Or?
Yeah, there's still a bit to work through with the fixture. Nothing's actually confirmed yet. We'd certainly heard that the possibility it could be Brisbane, but nothing's actually confirmed just yet. There's still a few logistics to sort out before they announce the fixture later this week. Great, thank you.
Take a few words from Sam.
Did you guys want to take some questions just from Sam?
Bang, what's it mean for you to come home, mate, and play a game here over the next couple of years?
Yeah, it's awesome. Come down early yesterday and saw the family. The footy club let me come down a day early, which was awesome. So it's great news for myself, for the whole footy club, for Tassie. I think it's a great thing, and all us boys that are at the club at the moment are really looking forward to it.
How did you enjoy that game towards the end of this season? The boys like being down here, did they?
Yeah, it was good. Other than the result, we didn't turn up, but yeah, it was good to come down a couple of days early. Nank and I actually came down. We had a hit at 7 Mile Golf Course, and that was awesome. And for us to come down and see the family was awesome. Play in front of all the fans, it was great. Can't complain.
Sorry,
Yeah.
how do you find Tassie fans normally?
No, unreal. It's so welcoming, as are everyone pretty much. But that was awesome. Our captain's run day before the game, we had a massive Tigers contingent down here, and it was awesome to go around and meet everyone and do that sort of thing. So it was great.
When you were younger, did you ever go and watch any AFL games here in Tasmania?
Yeah, I went up to UTAS every time Hawks played. So I was a member with Hawthorn when I was younger. So I travelled up there every time they played, and that was awesome for me being able to do that. But like Jane said before about having some footy down in Southern Tassie, with a massive supporter base of the Richmond Footy Club, is going to be awesome, I think. And if I was a young kid, I'd definitely be here, that's for sure.
What about the special thing that you've got all these Tassie boys in the team too, mate, to be able to come down and play at home?
Yeah, it's great. I think obviously the other boys are from up north, but when we came down earlier in the year, everyone's family came down, and we came down a couple of days early as well after we finished our main training. So we got to spend some good time with them, and it's just awesome to be able to play in front of them and all our fans down here as well.
Congrats on your year, mate. Real breakout year for you. You must be really wrapped with how you played.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It was good. It was coming through with all these young boys is pretty exciting, and I've been lucky enough to be around a few of the older boys that have moved on now. So they sort of, I guess, showed me the way and how to go about things around the footy club, and I was lucky enough to be able to have a decent year on the field. And but now it's all about getting back to work in the next couple of weeks and doing it all over again. So, yeah.
Difficult to talk about Tassie when you've got a Richmond jumper on, but does your mind wander to 28 at all, and what might happen down here?
No, I'm like from a viewer's perspective, I'm really keen for the team to come in down here. I think it's awesome for the state, it's awesome for young kids coming up, having something to look towards. But no, I'm really happy at the Richmond Footy Club, and we've got such a good young group coming through now, and I'm really keen to be a part of our big crew coming through all together, and hopefully in a few years' time being pretty successful. So
Having said that, if you stay at Richmond, obviously, how will that be playing against Tassie when they come in, I suppose?
Oh yeah, it'll be different, but I think, like I said, it's good for the state, and if we come down here to play, it'll be good, and it'll be different for sure. But that doesn't faze me. Footy's footy, and like I said, I went for Hawthorn all the way growing up, and then get drafted to Richmond, and then you throw that out the window pretty quick. So done it all before.
And as you said, you go another level this year. Do you feel like you can go to another level again in 26?
Yeah, hopefully. I think I've got to hopefully found sort of a process to play consistent AFL footy, and hopefully I can continue that on. Have a good pre-season up until round 1 against Carlton, and I'm just looking forward to getting stuck in over the next few weeks, and a few more boys coming in the draft, which is exciting as well. So really looking forward to it.
And what about the team as a whole? No one really gave you a chance this season, but you're surprised to be with the amount of wins you got. So it must be real positivity around the group. Yeah,
it was awesome. To be honest, I didn't know what to expect going into the year, nor did probably Dunny, Nicky, anyone here. So we didn't know what was going on. But to come out round 1 and have that deficit at half time and come out and win it's the best win I've ever been a part of. We won 5 games, but at the end of the day, we probably should have won 6, 7, 8. We were close in a few and just didn't quite get over the line. But hopefully with all the young boys getting that experience of playing 15, 20 games of AFL footy next year, those results flip on its head and we win a few more and keep building from there.